Hi everyone, today we're talking about stretching and does stretching actually work? Now, if you're a yoga instructor or you practice yoga, then this probably isn't for you. Okay, I'm not going to start hammering about yoga and how it doesn't work because I know that it does. I've got plenty of friends that do it and I'm a big believer in it. Okay, now I'm just talking about general mobility and stretching. Now, when I say you need to improve your flexibility, people often think I'm saying, stand and hold your leg for 30 seconds, and it's not. Stretching can be loaded or unloaded, so it could be the way you're performing an exercise. For example, if you're doing a squat and your range of motion's not very good, then you're not getting a full stretch of that muscle. So your flexibility is an issue there. That doesn't mean don't use the weight. It means probably go and work on the biomechanics that improve that squat individually and then put it together as a kinetic movement and see if you can improve that. A lot of big words if you're not into fitness jargon, but what that basically means is, look, you still need to train, and I believe in flexibility with weight training and without weight training. So let's talk about without weight training, which is what most people would, watching this would think, oh, flexibility probably just means like doing some stretch in the morning. I do, okay? And the quality of that is important as well. Now, when you stretch, you need to give time for remodeling, for your body to repair and to get those benefits. So if you're getting up every day and hammering the same stretches all the time, I'd probably say from a beginner's point of view, that's not good. You have to build up to that. And if you want to get good at that and hold stretches for long periods of time, now you're into the realms of yoga, where that will improve you to do that. But if you just want to decrease your risk of injury, improve your squats or improve your range of motion when you're doing exercise so that it's safe and effective, then I'm a big believer in mobility work, soft tissue work, because I know that psychologically it works. Even if the statistics aren't really there, there's not a hell of a lot of research out there that says, this is how you should stretch, and that's why there's a lot of conflicting issues raised with flexibility. So yes, I think flexibility works. The quality and the quantity is now individual to your ability. So I wouldn't be able to give you stretches specific to you because I don't know and I've not assessed you to know your range of motion, but I do think it's good. I think that if you're watching this and you don't go to the gym regularly and you don't really eat very well, what would be a good starting point? I'd probably start with some active mobility work. I'd probably start with just rotations of the torso, shoulder movements. If you work in an office at a computer, I'd say taking regular breaks, getting up from your desk. Anything like this will help. Then the next stage, I'd start to look at what are the factors that's affecting your flexibility. Are you wearing high-heeled shoes? Are you wearing really hard work shoes that affect your foot, which affect the knee, which affect the hip, which we'll talk about another day? Or are you doing exercise that's just really poor quality and now your range of motion is shortening because you're not doing the full range of a movement or exercise? Now you've got a dysfunction. Now you've got a movement pattern that's not working very well. Okay, so I do believe in the benefits of flexibility. I do believe you should do it. How you do it, though, needs to be looked at. If you're not doing it, start doing it. Okay, I would look into things like soft tissue work, balls, rollers, things that vibrate nowadays are on the market. But either way, I'd look at different forms of flexibility, giving yourself rest for the remodeling phase, and making sure you're hydrated as well, because I know that hydration will affect what's called the fascia, so the tissue around muscle, and it will affect that as well. So if you're dehydrated, generally you see people have poorer flexibility. People that are hydrated well, the soft tissue works very well as well. So it will all affect this: nutrients, hydration, sleep, recovery. We're always going to be talking about these same words because these are the core values of fitness and health. Okay, so hopefully that's giving you a little bit of a starting point, and it's just my opinion, and your opinion is obviously valid as well. So please feel free to let me know if you have a different opinion. It's always valid, but I think that you could get good flexibility gains through weight training as well as standing, holding your leg and stretching your arm and mobility work as well. I think it all helps. It's like a family. We've got to get them all working together.